what's going on, my Flappy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So there was a second part to the Napheesa Collier interview on First Take where she started to talk about the CBA. I wanted to make this its own section so we can really dial in and talk about this. So we're about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 19.6, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it.
No one wants a lockout. But I think we have to stand firm in what we think we deserve in this new CBA. The atmosphere of women's sports is changing, and we think we need to get paid accordingly. And so we're definitely going in with that mindset where we don't want that to happen, but we are willing to do what it takes to get what we think we deserve.
How much of a better position do you think you're in now as a collective body to receive what you want, Napheesa, compared to what you may have been, say, a year or 2 years ago?
I think we're in a great position. I mean, as you guys have seen, the sport is just exploding. I mean, you saw it with the viewership in the WNBA last year, with Unrivaled this year. Like, people are tuning in, and so I think we're in a really great position where we have all the leverage as players right now. We have the most leverage we've ever had as WNBA players, and we have to use it to our advantage. Like, the time for change is right now, and so we have to take advantage of it.
One thing I can agree with that she said is the atmosphere is changing. I believe it is. Okay, I do believe the atmosphere is changing. Like I said before in one of my videos, there was a time where they would post something about the WNBA and everybody would get under that post and say everything about anything except the post itself. Man, I brushed my teeth very well. That steak was good. I walked my dog today and they boo-booed on my yard. Like, anything. All right, they're talking about any and everything except the post. I don't think it's changing to the pace or speed that they're imagining it is. I think the trajectory of viewership and the money and all that is going up. It's getting better, but it's not as good as she thinks it is, especially with Unrivaled. I mean, they barely scratched the surface of 300,000 in their first game, and that's a peak number. And then from then on, it's been dwindling down. So it's like you have to pay attention to your analytics. I mean, the viewership got as low as 80,000, and I think Angel Reese was playing one of those games. So you have to pay attention to these things. I don't necessarily feel like you have all the leverage right now. If anything, I feel like Unrivaled maybe hurt their argument, especially with viewership. And, I do want to put out there that it's not the league's fault or it's not their doing when it comes to the teams being viewed or aired. It's the networks. The networks have to choose the teams and stuff. So I don't think I was ever clear about that, but I feel like they're in a better position. They're in a better position. I don't think they're in a great position because they still lost $50 million. And I feel like most of their argument is leaning on the Caitlin Clark effect, the Indiana Fever viewership. I think that's what most of their argument is leaning on. And I mean, granted, you had that championship game, although it wasn't that good in my opinion, it still had big viewership, right? But it's like, who else was being viewed to that magnitude, throughout the season? What other numbers do you have besides it being a championship game and then most of Indiana Fever games? What argument do you lean on? Now, I do understand why they are trying to negotiate because the last CBA they were in was complete garbage. All right, so I understand why they are trying to negotiate and be in better terms with this new CBA. I don't think they would get everything that they're asking for, but I do believe they will get more money. But they're trying to make sure that they don't set up the next 5 years or however long this contract is going to last. They're trying to make sure they fix it right now, so when the league does get better, it's gonna fit what's going on. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna be getting penny pitched for the big things that they're doing once viewership does get to popping for the WNBA. So I get that's probably what they're doing right now, but I still feel like they don't have a lot of evidence of this is really gonna happen for the next 5 years. I think it's always okay to negotiate a contract and look over a contract, see what you can get. You want to try to get everything you can out of the contract to help yourself too. So I get them negotiating. I mean, I have no problem with them negotiating. I'm just saying it just don't seem like they have a lot of leverage. Maybe 2-3 years when the great players that's in college right now get in the league and the viewership goes up for multiple teams, maybe then they'll have a little more leverage. But right now, I just think they're playing all their cards are on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. More merch was sold. People are tuning in more. I get it. It does look like it's going in the right direction. The trajectory is going up. That's pretty much all they could play off of. You see what I'm saying? So it could work. It could work if, they say the right things and get them to believe that the trajectory of what's going on with the WNBA is going to be like this or better 5 years down the line. Who knows, right? Who knows? I do want them to make more money, so hopefully they figure something out. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about what Napheesa Collier said. Do y'all think she's right? Do y'all think she's wrong? Do y'all think she has some leverage? Are they in a great position? Is the atmosphere changing? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.